Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for everybody for saying hi.
Yes. Hello. I hope everyone's doing great. This is the Hobbit drinking songs. Once again, we are back for another year of this.
So if you're looking for Star Wars drinking songs, you're in the wrong room.
We got those, but we're not doing those here.
Yeah.
Wrong time. Those are during our earlier shows.
Totally. Yeah.
So this is a Hobbit drinking song or sing along. That means we're gonna have some fun, easy songs to sing along to. If you haven't done so, you can send an email to singalong@keltfather.net. That has some of the Hobbit songs, not a whole lot. I know there are a few, but mostly I'll be teaching the lyrics, and it'll be pretty easy. If you've never done this before, well, you'll find out pretty easily. And I'm sure some of you will be like, wow, this, someone said earlier in the comments, they said, look, everyone can fit in one room. Yay!
Well, yeah, that was why we played that earlier music, because we wanted to play some nice, relaxing, lovely music so you could all find your seats and sit down, like we always do.
Yes, excellent. You did a beautiful job sitting down.
You did.
I think you look like you're ready. Some of you said you've been pre-gaming, getting ready for the show. So it's time to do some drinking and singing along. How about it? How about we do that? The first song is a very simple chorus. It goes like this. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. You know what I forgot to teach you? The other thing you're going to do in this is you're going to be clapping along. And that means when I say tap, 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 you're going to clap, clap, clap. Right there. Just like that, all right? Just like Andrew did. Let's try it again. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. Okay, I see some of you in the back. You're not doing it in time. I know you've been drinking, but try to stay in time here. And if nothing else, just sing loud. If you can't sing loud, sing louder. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. Some like to drink the whole night long. Some like to drink like fishes. Some like to drink the whole night long. So best bring in more dishes. Some like to munch on mushroom pie. Some like to eat stewed rabbits. Some like to munch on mushroom pie. So hone your cooking habits. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. Some like to smoke old Toby Lee. Some like to smoke a pipe. Some like to smoke old Toby Lee. So don't let's hear you gripe. Some like to dress in their best clothes. Some like to dress real fine. Some like to dress in their best clothes. So show me yours, I'll show you mine. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. Some like to sing along with me. Some like to sing quite cheery. Some like to sing along with me. So let's make this one beery. Some like to drink the whole night long. Some like to drink all night. Some like to drink the whole night long. So let's do it upright. Everybody needs a drinking song. Everybody needs a carol. Everybody needs a drinking song. So tap, 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 another barrel. It's tap, 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 another barrel. Beautiful job. Way to sing along.
Well done.
The only thing I was missing here is that since we are virtual, right, Andrew? You should be singing along, but also typing along.
Oh, right, good idea.
Yeah, you can feel free to type in the lyrics for the songs.
Yeah, you got to get that data flowing. It's a lot more Tron.
What?
You said virtual.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Okay. Sorry, the play on the words. The virtual. I feel like I'm going entwise. I don't know why.
I was going to say virtuously virtual.
Oh. All right. So this song that I would sing for you. This is a great song, straight out of the Shire in particular. This is a song called "We'll Have a Pint," but it has a part for you. Now, when I sing "We'll Have a Pint," you'll shout "A pint, a pint" in your best Hobbity voice. And if you can't shout it, type it. Let's try it again. We'll have goes like this. We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! And I always forget the huzzah at the end, but that has been very important. So let's try it again. Are you ready for this? We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! Some of you are getting into it. Good. There we go. Try it again. We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! All right, here we go. There's many an inn dotting the Shire that serves a lovely brew. From Bywater to Free, they say you'll want a pint or two. The finest stout from nut brown ale, the taste can shine through. And if you raise a glass with me, I'll drink a toast to you. We'll have a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! The ivy bush, the green dragon, the pony or in breed will make the rounds of Hobbit town and have a pint or three. A half a pint is fine for lads of less than 33. But I will raise a pool with you if you will drink with me. We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! A toast to friend and host, a toast to Bonnie Brew. We'll lift the glass to seasons past and adventures yet to do. We'll toast to each lass that we met, and some we wish we knew. And then at last we'll stagger home, and tomorrow start anew. We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! We'll have a pint, a pint, a pint. We'll have a pint of stout. And when we drunk your bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! Woo! There we go. Now we're getting into it.
Yeah. I like it.
So Andrew and I have a new CD that came out last year.
You have CDs?
Oh yes, thank you, Andrew. I mean, thank you, audience.
Yes, I could hear it through the magical, mystical realm.
Right. It's totally that wasn't you at all. Yes.
You didn't see my lips move.
We have a CD.
You have CDs.
The latest CD is called "I Will Not Sing Along," and this song is on that CD. Your audience, that's still your cue, you know. We have CDs.
Oh, we have CDs.
Right, yeah, they'll get it eventually. I mean, you'll get it eventually. So keep throwing it off on that, you know. All right, let's do this. This has a great chorus too. It goes like this. Jump up and down, let your teeth gleam, shout your love. Now 1, 2, 3, sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. That's your part. If you can't remember that, just say 1, 2, 3, really loud. Jump up and down, let your teeth gleam, shout your love. Now sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. I'll tell Brother Dud underneath the party tree. Let's have fun, come dance with me. If she won't dance, I'll ask Daisy. We'll skip till the sun comes up over the trees. Jump up and down, let your teeth gleam, shout your love. Now 1, 2, 3, sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. The moon looks down on a hungry cheer. Let's raid old Mungo's mushroom fields. If we lose our way in the starry sky, we'll chase young honeys to the broad daylight. Jump up and down, let your teeth gleam, shout your love. Now 1, 2, 3, sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest Hobbit you've ever seen. That was amazing. I could almost hear you through the internet.
Yeah, crazy.
We'll laugh and we'll eat our honey cakes and roll in the grass down by the lake. The swan calls out, go home, my friend, to the party tree. We'll start again. Jump up and down, let's tinkling. Shout your love now, 1, 2, 3. Sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. Take it, Andrew. Jump up and down, let's tinkling. Shout your love now, 1, 2, 3. Sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. I'll tell Brother Dunley's party tree, let's have fun, come dance with me. She won't dance, alas Daisy will skip till the sun comes up over the trees. Jump up and down, let's tinkling. Shout your love now, 1, 2, 3. Sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. Jump up and down, let's tinkling. Shout your love now, 1, 2, 3. Sing a song down on one knee. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. The prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. She's the prettiest hobbit you've ever seen. Woo! Beautiful job. Beautiful.
Yeah, really good job, y'all.
Let's keep this going with a little bit of dance music.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice one.
That was a little bit more difficult because of that whole timing issue.
and hey, I hope that all of you out there were playing along on your recorders too and following my finger.
Right, yes.
So because
Well,
I know there's a lot of recorder players out there.
Nancy said she was going to be dancing to all these songs.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So hey, you know what? I want to go into this song because this is long been one of my favorites, and I don't think I told you about this, Andrew. But we're doing a different song that's not on the set list.
Really? How shocking! Because you never changed the set list on me ever.
This is a song.
It is DragonCon. Ah, the memories.
This is a song called "Scouring the Shire." For once the land was green and fine, and life was safe and slow. The world has turned too far around and dealt a crippling blow. For men have come to buy water and sullied up the Shire. They cut the trees, torn down the mill, and set the fields on fire. A hobbit's pride's in hearth and home, and now they try to break it. We'll only bear so many trials before we will not take it. It's time for taking back the land. We can no longer stand it. Even a simple hobbit soul with us in Hobbiton. We're scouring the Shire. It doesn't take 1,000 swords to best these evil men. It only takes your courage, and together we will win. They often overlook us. They think the halflings stay. We'll show them quite another side. They won't forget our name. The silver horn is blowing. All heed is clarion call. They never should have pushed us till their backs were to the wall. We'll fight for home and country. We'll fight because we must. And we will win our freedom because our cause is just. For home and hearth, not glory. We'll fight until they tire. It's small folk against the big ones. We're scouring the Shire. And when we raise a glass again, let's light the tavern's fire. For sure there'll be a toast or two. Scouring the Shire. Woo!
Oh, this is always an interesting one. You see, Mark and I are very remote. And not in that sense of the word. I mean, we're in separate places. Mark is in Atlanta, so really close to DragonCon, and I'm over in Austin. And we synced our setup with a lot of work to get the latency as low as we could so we could play together live. So this is not recorded. This is a live show.
Yeah.
The sound is at the speed of light. Yeah.
I love the fact that one of the comments I see on here, which is, "I'm seat dancing," says Lynn. "The whiskey will no allow me to try and get up and dance." Lucky you.
Well, that's the beautiful thing, because at this point, you know, even if you're a little self-conscious, but you'd like to dance, hey, now's your chance.
Exactly. True. Yes. You're all free.
Yes. Do what you want. It's all good.
This is one of my favorite songs from our CD.
Your CDs?
Memories of Middle Earth. It's called Heart of Fangorn. On the four men tread Middle Earth, before the dwarves and elves gave birth, lived a race for the trees' defense, in the heart of Fangorn and the Lillians. Here's your part. Let me hear you. Ancient farmers, they tend the woods, guardians of stems and of roots. They hear the arbors, laments and wails, falling axes and tearful trails. Living creatures all roam the land, and hasty judgments make careless hands. A thought word from a thoughtless king. 1,000 creatures die beneath the trees. Rivers will flow, though the course may change. Birds are born and will fly away. Men will come and men will go, but the ends remain through the melting snow. On the four-man treadmill, before the dwarves and elves gave birth, there lived a race for the trees' defense in the heart of Fangor and Oblivion. Woo. All right. I love that song, though. I gotta say, there's nothing like singing that song with 300 people humming along at the same time
That is
and
true.
hearing that 300 people.
Yeah, it's very guttural and it-like.
Yes, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, this song actually was written. So every year, every 3 years or so, usually, there's an event called ALEP, a long expected party. It happens in Kentucky, and a whole bunch of Lord of the Rings fans gather together, and I know a bunch of you are right on here, and we get together and we sing songs and do plays and dance and drink and have just a wonderful time in this Shaker Village in Kentucky, and it's absolutely a magical experience. It was delayed this year, so it's going to happen next year. But one of the great things happens is the art that comes out of it. There's a whole bunch of people who have sent in, who've written songs and made and told stories and educated. There's so much to do and learn. But one of them was a Megan Garland, who took a old Scottish song, which based on an older melody, and rewrote it about, well, tossing dwarves across the mines. Oh, you cannot toss a dwarf across a mine. No, you cannot toss a dwarf across a mine. No, you cannot toss a dwarf even if he's chased by orcs. You cannot toss a dwarf across the mine. You can toss a little hobbit across a mine. You can toss a little hobbit across a mine. You can toss a little hobbit. In fact, he can't even stop it. You can toss a little hobbit across a mine. You can toss an old grey wizard across a mine. You can toss an old grey wizard across a mine. You can toss an old grey wizard, then he'll fight a fiery lizard. You can toss an old grey wizard across the mine. You can toss a moody ranger across a mine. You can toss a moody ranger across a mine. You can toss a moody ranger, he'll just get stranger and stranger. You can toss a moody ranger across the mine. You can toss a pretty elf across a mine. You can toss a pretty elf across a mine. You can toss a pretty elf, but he'll toss his hair himself. You can toss a pretty elf across a mine, but you cannot toss a dwarf across a mine. No, you cannot toss a dwarf across a mine. No, you cannot toss a dwarf even if he's chased by orcs. You cannot toss a dwarf across a mine. Woo! That's always a fun song to sing.
Oh, that is.
I'm just looking.
Well, I'm just trying to sit here and just enjoying this DragonCon feeling, or at least as close as we can get to it virtually. I mean, we're dressed up, and I'm sporting my first DragonCon badge.
Ooh.
The 2002.
2002?
Right. I know, right?
It's insane that we've been doing this for that long, you know?
I know. I still have the guest ribbon from then, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any of mine. I sold mine.
You sold them?
I sold, yeah, one big batch of all my badges, like all of my badges, not just DragonCon, but everything. I just like, you know.
Well, at least, did you sell it to a fan?
Yes, it did.
Okay, at least you did that.
I was like, you know, anyone want these? He's like, yes. Send me some money for, you know, shipping, and it's yours.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
It was fun, you know. It was fun while it lasted, but it was time for a change.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You pleased the fans. I was the archivist. It works. It works.
Right. Yeah.
That's the division.
Yes,
so we're good.
Exactly. We divide up our duties this way.
We do.
All right. So years ago when we were getting ready to put out Memories of Middle Earth, I was reading Lord of the Rings and following the plight of Frodo as he's being followed by this horrible-ish creature, Gollum, and I was struck by the memories of and thoughts that he's kind of a psychopath and kind of a schizophrenic. Hey, the psychopathic chronic schizophrenic Gollum Blues. Oh, Bilbo found a ring, was the one ring of the Dark Lord. Bilbo found a ring, it was the one ring of the Dark Lord. Now I'm hunted by the schizo called Smeagol the Gollum, he's out of his gourd. Well, Sauron tortured Gollum, but the slimy runt got away. Yeah, Sauron tortured Gollum, but the slimy runt got away. Now he's leading me to Mordor, wonders if Sam and I are gay. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. And Smeagol don't betray me, so I wanna make hobbits wear shoes. What a pity. At the gates of Mordor, Smeagol said there ain't no way, my precious. At the gates of Mordor, Smeagol said there ain't no way. City Hobbits is Irish Smeagol. Said I'll take you to Sheila, she'll have a hobbit fillet. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. And Smeagol don't betray me, so I wanna make hobbit stew. Tastes like chicken. Well, we climbed Mount Doom, but the ring made me all whacked out of my mind. Yeah, we climbed Mount Doom, but the ring made me all whack. Man, I don't know what I was thinking of. So Gollum bit the ring on and did a swan dive in the crack. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. And Smeagol don't betray me, Samwise better learn some kung fu. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. I got the psychopathic chronic, schizophrenic Gollum blues. And if Gollum will just betray me, I'll finally take that elven cruise. All right.
Ah, the classics.
Yes, indeed. One of the other things that I was on that same trip, I was actually flying on a plane to Italy, and when I wrote that song and the next song that we're about to sing, this song didn't make it on that CD. We ended up putting it out on I Will Not Sing Along just recently, and the song is called As the Hobbits Leave the Shire and Go Out to the World. It seems like every time they went out to the world, every creature they met on their path was like the oldest race ever. And so I wrote the song called The Middle-earth Bragging Song. We're the race of men, conquer valleys and glens. We build huge towers in the sky. We're strong, we're bold, though it be hot or cold. We'll fight everyone till we die. But we'll never give up the mountain as long as hope remains. And you will never see a race as old as we're the race of dwarves and dark caverns we forge and shape the ore that we mine. We're stout with beards, but give us a beer. We'll drink to the gold that we be fine. But we'll never give up the mountain as long as there's money to be made. And you will never see a race as old as we're. The race of elves in force we dwell, at one with the earth, in the sky, where the race first born, and our only concern is how close to our gardens you lie. But we'll never give up the mountain, at least till our time is done. And you will never see a race as old as we're. The race of elves, and we're what was meant when they said there are shepherds to trees. We've grown stuffy and slow since the Entwives left home, and many of us have fallen asleep. But we'll never give up the mountain. Our trees are there to defend, and you will never see a race as old as trees. I am Tom Lumberjill, I can never stand still. There's too many creatures to see. I've many songs to sing and a wife in the stream. So whistle fiddle diddle for me. No, I'll never give up the mountain or stay on the oldest alive. You'll probably see a hobbit climbing a tree, and it won't matter diddle. It won't fiddle diddle. It won't matter diddle how high.
I almost forgot something there, too.
I know, you got it. You got the very last second there. I think. Good job.
I was close.
All right. All right. What's that?
Oh, I'm just seeing a note here that Nancy Flynn is liking the mandolin, so thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a newer one, and I love it.
Ooh, so pretty.
It has a pickup and everything. I can like plug it in and do stuff. It's great.
So pretty.
It's the little things sometimes.
All right, well, I think it's time for you to sing a song, Andrew.
Oh, okay.
This is also from our CD. Oh, you know what? We didn't tell anyone about the our DragonCon CD special box set.
Oh, right. Yeah, we didn't. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell them what it's all about?
Well, we have a special DragonCon CD box set, and you can see that on if you go to thebards.net.
Thebards.net.
Yes, simple thebards.net. It's all one word, easy, no problem. And we did not put Brobdingnagian because we didn't want to be those guys.
Although you can go to Brobdingnagian and see something interesting.
If you want to be that guy and just say, no, I'm using the proper name.
I had to do it, I had to do it, because, Brobdingnagianbards.com.
Yeah.
First off, it
wasn't taken? How shocking.
I know. How surprising.
It really was. But no, I mean, but yeah, do you want to say anything more about the CD package?
Oh, yeah. Well, if you get it, you can, I think there's like 7 CDs,
yeah,
a songbook, and,
yeah, somebody earlier was asking about, songbook and lyrics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah, it actually has the lyrics to all these songs, because it has all of the original songs that Andrew and I have written over the years on our many CDs. So you can check that out, and of course there's also a special if you want to get all the digital as well for just like literally a fraction of it.
We do have a lot of CDs. What did we learn from Lord of the Rings? To be prolific.
All right, this one's for you, Andrew.
Okay. Yes. As I got home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside my door, where my horse ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey, wife, will you kindly tell to me who owns the horse outside my door, where my horse ought to be?" "Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I've never seen before."
And yes, your part is, "Hey, wife!"
As I got home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind my door, where my coat ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey, wife, will you kindly tell to me who owns the coat behind my door, where my coat ought to be?" "Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lovely blanket that me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket sure I've never seen before. As I got home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe beside my chair, where my pipe ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey wife, will you kindly tell to me, who owns the pipe beside the chair where my pipe ought to be?" "Ah, you drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I've never seen before." But couldn't you see the Hobbits coming up with that? I mean, really? That just sounds like, us. And now, welcome to the Old Toby tin whistle. Yes, we're selling it for today only, one time only. Tell me I'm wrong, right?
No, I think you're right.
See? Okay.
I'm there. In fact, I think we should start selling it.
Oh my God, I think you probably should. Trademark, we got it. As I got home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed, where my boots ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey wife, will you kindly tell to me, who owns the boots beneath the bed where my boots ought to be?" "Ah, you drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That is 2 geranium pots me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but laces on geranium pots I've never seen before." Honestly, I could kind of see Hobbits coming up with that too, can't you?
Yeah.
Right? The gardening, lace up geranium pots. I'm just saying, I can see it. As I got home on Friday night, as drunk could be, I saw a head upon the bed, where my head ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey wife, will you kindly tell to me, who owns the head upon the bed where my head ought to be?" "Ah, you drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lovely baby that me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but whiskers on a baby sure I've never seen before." Yeah, I guess that's not as much Hobbit. That's more Willow. Feeding them black root and it'll put whiskers and hair on their chest. Yeah, see. Okay, side note. Okay, close. As I got home on Saturday night, as drunk could be, I saw 2 hands upon her breasts, where my hands ought to be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey wife, will you kindly tell to me, who owns the hands upon your breasts where my hands ought to be?" "Ah, you drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lovely nightgown that me mother sent to me. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but fingers on a nightgown sure I've never seen before." And as I got home on Sunday night, as drunk could be, I saw a lad sneaking out the back, 3:15. So I calls me wife and I says to her, "Hey wife, will you kindly tell to me, who was the lad sneaking out the back, 3:15? "Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool, so drunk you cannot see. That's a lowly hobbit traveled recently from Greece. I've traveled the world all over, 100 miles or more, but a sober hobbit awake past 3 I've never seen before." Ah.
All right.
Yes. That one of those little side stories from the Silmarillion.
You think you can get away with that? No?
I don't think so. In this crowd, probably most of them have read it. Probably not, but I thought I'd give it a shot.
Right. All right. So the song we're going to sing next is a song was originally written about pipeweed, actually. I was wanting a song that was could capture the magic of pipeweed, and then it kind of developed into something more. It developed into a song about friendship and love, about the unsung hero of the Lord of the Rings, Samwise Gamgee. It's called Ring of Hope. When I was young, I'd sit around bagging with Bilbo tales about the elves of old. While we smoked our southern star, a leaf of golden par, to transform the Hobbit's life forevermore. Remember, Gandalf was exceptional among men. He mastered the art of blue smoke rings and dragons. But if only he had known that Bilbo's ring was the one, he never let it corrupt my master's soul. Let the west wind blow my ring of smoke over to Mordor, one ring of gold. Now the kids all sit around my dining home. I tell stories to them, though not of old. Well, the pipe weed is still the same, but my memories are out of frame, transformed by my love of Master Frodo. Let the west wind blow my ring of smoke over to Mordor, one ring of gold. Ring is gone and my master sailed to his new home. I have no pipe with me for one last smoke, but I can see the southern star. Please take me to where you are. The sadness inside floats away with my smoke. Let the west wind blow my ring of smoke over to Mordor, one ring of gold. My ring of smoke over to Mordor, one ring of gold. My ring of smoke over to Mordor, one ring of gold. Oh man, I love that song.
We got a question on what album that was from.
It is on, actually, I have two recordings of it. It's on Memories of Middle Earth, and I'll also put it on my solo CD, Don't Go Drinking with Hobbits. So if you head over to thebards.net, you will find, that'll take you to all the Bards CDs. You can check out those. If you do want to check out my CDs or Andrew's CDs, I don't know if there's a link yet, but there will be soon when I get done with this. I'm pretty sure there's a link to both of us.
Yeah, I think so.
So where you can buy our solo stuff as well. Andrew has a CD out as well called The Irish Bard, so you can check that out as well. And if you send an email to singalong@kiltfather.net, you should get all that information from me. So, so when the Hobbit came out several years ago, the Battle of the Five Armies, when Thorin dies, I was struck by a moment. When I watched him die, I had this flashback. And it took me back to Austin several years earlier. I was hired for an organization called Swan Songs, and what they do is they hire musicians to sing people for on the death watch, basically the last 48 or 72 hours of their life. They won't be alive much longer, and so what they do is try to find some music that those people might have enjoyed, and to bring into their life for the last as they leave this life. I was hired to sing an Irish song. I ended up singing "When Irish Eyes Are Smiling" to this woman who was passing away, and I went in and started singing the song, singing to her, watching her as she was, barely conscious, not conscious at all, rather, and lying there. And then all of a sudden, as I'm singing the song, I watched as her breath expired, it left her body, and she breathed out her last breath. And it was one of those moments when I was just, I left there afterwards, and I was bawling in tears and such. And that moment when she passed, the actor who played Thorin in the Battle of the Five Armies captured that moment so incredibly that I wanted to write a tribute to this woman, but also to Thorin. And I ended up writing the song called Thorin's Eulogy. Yeah. Grand adventure, dwarves, a dragon, and gold. I tell the children, they giggle at the splendor of memories told. But Thorin was the enigma, a story I couldn't unveil. He's the one I'll always remember when at last I end my tale. Know that I ever knew him, but I saw passion in his eyes. He inspired me, set a fire under me. At least he tried. He told me how I moved him to a merrier world, he sighed, where food and cheer eluded him, and he died. Can't believe he died. How far we came together, over hills, through woods, across streams, made the world more beautiful, a far safer place to be. I'm still wrapped in my blanket, hoping he'll rap on my door to invite me on another adventure, 'cause this is what friends are for. I don't know that I ever knew him, but I saw passion in his eyes. He inspired me, set a fire under me. At least he tried. Told me how I moved him to a merrier world, he sighed, where food and cheer eluded him. Then he died, believe he died. I don't know that I ever knew him, but I saw passion in his eyes. He inspired me, set a fire under me. At least he tried. He told me how I moved him believe he died. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. We've got to do this. Everybody, I actually have no numbers. I don't know how many people are watching or anything, but listen, that was an emotional song. So we're gonna have to do the group sigh. We need a group sigh, man.
Okay, group sigh.
I need a sigh. I don't know if you do, but I mean, that was like, wow. So okay, everybody, bring it all together now, and okay. Okay, that's better. That's better. Got to let that out every once in a while.
All right. Well, we want to thank you so much for having us out. We're going to do one final song for you, and if you enjoy the music, head on over to thebards.net and come visit us. And
yeah, it helps a lot because we don't have a table this year, so this is.
Oh, that reminds me. Actually, if you go to our store on Bandcamp, you can also give a tip if you want to do that. If you just want to, if you're not into CDs or you don't want digital downloads, which you can also get through our Bandcamp store. Then go ahead and see about giving a tip.
Support the musicians because believe me, we can use it. It'll be appreciated. So
this song was the song that inspired all of my Hobbit drinking songs, pretty much. And I sometimes say that it was inspired by that little village in central Kentucky. It was not. This song was entirely inspired by DragonCon. Don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. That's your part. Let me hear you. Don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. They were thoughtful and kind when they invited me to drink. A lone human among hobbit kind. They bought me half, then another, and one more, and told stories of days long gone by. The brew was strong, my glass never empty, as the time stood still and bare. But when I woke the next morning, I felt like old Smaug had been there. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. You may wonder how it all happened. Well, I'm still wondering what happened too. I had tea, dinner, and supper. Quite full, I thought I was through. But they insisted I come to the flagon and I drink to the health of new friends. But when I got there, I made more hobbit friends, and the toast seemed never to end. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. When the sun rose the next morning, and I lifted my head from my drool, there were beer mugs spilled on the tables, and hobbits lying next to their stools. A young hobbit lass grinned across the bar room and nudged each of my new hobbit friends. And sometime after second breakfast, we all started drinking again. Oh, don't go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. Take an answer. Sun rose. Oh, I left Hobbiton a few days later. My head, it was swollen and sore. It felt like a dwarven anvil after a terrible war. I don't think I'll ever recover from the food, the drink, and the cheer. And I swear I'll never drink with hobbits again. At least till I see them next year. Oh, go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all at DragonCon. Oh, go drinking with hobbits. Sure, you'll have a grand time all night long. But if you go drinking with hobbits, my friends, you may not want to wake up at all. Woo!
Well, I hope everyone will forgive us for that song because, well, I mean, it's almost strange to do that for the high fantasy track because that is based on a true story.
Yeah.
Not much fantasy there. It's totally true. That all happened, man. You went out drinking with hobbits at DragonCon, and oh my God, the next morning.
Oh yeah.
I remember trying to do those shows while you were kind of, you were not doing well.
No, I wasn't.
Total true story.
Serious,
not
true
kidding.
Story. Don't go drinking with. Don't go drinking with hobbits.
Yeah, he knows from experience. He knows.
So we'll all do it together in 2021.
Oh no, there he goes. Yeah, he's learned nothing.
I've learned nothing. It's fun.
Well, I guess that's probably all the time we have, right?
That is indeed.
I can already hear all the tech people going, it's time to go, and pushing everybody out of the room like they do every year.
We still have CDs over at thebards.net. Over there.
Yeah, we do.
All right, thank y'all so much for watching, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your convention. And take care. We'll see you again next year, Slancha. Woo!
They're not letting us go, Mark. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what to do. Do we need